طالبات العزيزات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن شاء الله اليوم عندنا استكمال درس listening comprehension والأسئلة اللي عليه. إحنا اتفقنا المرة الماضية إنه listening إن شاء الله إحنا حناخده بس من باب إذا كان في أي أفكار ستطرح فيه critical thinking أو guided writing. Okay, this is the audio script. هذا اللي موجود عندي بالteacher's book اللي أنا بقرأه للطالبات instead of the cassette. طبعا راح أقرأه معكم بس من باب إنه توضيح المعلومات. The internet is a fantastic tool if it's used correctly. However, there are dangers that people should know about. Today, I'm talking to Professor Ghanem, who is an expert in ICT. ICT اختصار Information and Communication Technology. موجود عندكم بالجلوسري. He advises young people about how to stay safe on the internet. Thank you for coming, Professor. Many computers have filters which stop people seeing certain websites. Do computer filters work? Yes, they are very good at stopping access to some websites that young people should not see. إذن الفلتر هو عبارة عن برنامج بيخليكي ما تشوفي المواقع اللي الأصل إنه الناس بالعمر الصغير ما يشوفوها. However, the most important thing a young person can do is to tell their parents or a teacher if they find anything they don't like on the internet. In fact, it's not only websites that can be a problem. Social media has its own dangers as well. إذا ممكن المواقع وممكن السوشيال ميديا يكون عليها أشياء غير مناسبة. So, what advice can you give people about social media? It is very important the young people remember that the internet is not private. If they share information on social media with their friends, it might be accessed by other people too. إذن هي أول نصيحة. تذكروا إنه الإنترنت is not private. ممكن أي حدا يشوف المعلومات اللي بتحطيها. Are there ways to stop other people accessing their information? Yes, on social media, you should only connect to people that you know well. Most sites have privacy settings so that only certain people can look at your site. Make sure these settings are turned on. Okay, the next advice, make sure لما تشتغلوا على السوشيال ميديا إنه privacy settings are turned on. Why do strangers want to find out information about people? They want your information for identity fraud. If people can find out enough information about you, they can access your passwords and security settings. Then they could access your bank account, for example. So don't give out personal information on the internet, such as your address or mobile phone number. So now advice number 3. Don't give personal information. Of course, but sometimes you have to fill in forms on the internet, don't you? Sometimes you do need to give information, but only give it if it's really necessary. Don't give information to sites you don't know or trust. Thank you, Professor, for your useful advice. Later, we will give you, our dear listeners, information about websites where you can find more advice on internet safety. إذن الأربع أفكار اللي هذكرهم للبروفيسور إنه الإنترنت is not private. When you work on social media, make sure your privacy settings are on. Don't give your personal information, phone number or address to anyone, and don't fill in forms on the internet unless it is necessary. Okay. طيب نرجع للكويشن. هلا الكويشنز الهدف منهم ما برضو بيعملوا سمري للي حكينا، يعني الهدف منهم بس أركز على الأفكار الرئيسية اللي انطرحت اللي ذكرتهم قبل شوي. السؤال الأول بيقول لي what does the professor say about filling in forms on the internet؟ قال لي don't fill in forms unless it is necessary. طيب, do you think that the professor believes internet safety is important? طبعا yes. What in his speech makes you think this? He warns young people, حذرهم that internet is not private. He told them to turn privacy settings on لما يكونوا على social media, and also he told them not to give personal information unless it is necessary. يعني نفس الأفكار اللي انعادت في التكست، هي الأفكار الأساسية المهمة. طب شو بيهمني؟ ممكن أنا أجيب لك في الامتحان أو الوزارة write an essay about internet safety. على الأقل بيكون عندي مجموعة من الأفكار أقدر أستفيد منهم. تمام؟ هلا question 3 معتمد على listening، بس المطلوب فقط أحفظ كل فعل شو حرف الجر اللي بيجي ورا. يعني إحنا رح ناخذ الأجوبة من listening، لكن هو هذا المطلوب، كل فعل شو حرف الجر المناسب ورا. Complete the verb phrases and phrasal verbs with the correct words, then listen again and check. To know about dangers of the internet. To connect with people on the internet. To turn بنقول to turn on privacy settings. طبعا هي بتزبط on و off، لكن احنا ما عندنا في التكست إلا on. to give out personal information and to fill in a form. Okay, إذن again to know about, to connect with, to turn on, to give out and to fill in a form. تمام. هلا هذا أنا كنت مفترضة إنه ما حنقدر نخلصه بنفس الحصة. إحنا فعليا أنهينا في الحصة الماضية، والحصة القادمة رح تكون عبارة عن شرح لقاعدة الريبورتد سبيتش بإذن الله. تمام، يعطيكم ألف عافية.